Bigg Boss 10, the latest episode, started with the song Ye Mausam Ka Jadoo Hai Mitwa. The day starts with Manu Punjabi, Manveer and Swami Om criticizing the celebrities for not keeping the kitchen clean and throwing tissues all over the place. Bani has stopped talking to Om as he had made a disgusting comment about her mother. Om asks Gaurav to convince Bani to have a conversation with him as he really wants to clear the matter out. Bani hates me and nobody hated me so much to this extent. I will not be able to go out with the burden, but she is stone-hearted, Om tells Gaurav with Rohan around. Rohan tells this to Bani, but she ignores it. Also, Lopamudra Raut has stopped talking to her closest friend in the house, Rohan, but he still continues to cook for her. The contestants are constantly failing to complete the luxury budget task from the last 3 weeks. Bigg Boss gives the contestants another chance to win the luxury budget. The luxury budget task is called Tufan, which would also impact the captaincy. The house will be turned into a snow-clad region and a huge igloo has been placed in the garden. The housemates were required to dress up as Kashmiris and build, repair and paint the igloo with the help of the equipments provided. Time and again, a snowstorm would hit the house when the contestants were required to take a shelter in the igloo, and the last contestant to enter would be disqualified from the task and also from the captaincy list. At the end, 2 finalists would compete for captaincy. Swami Om's aggressive behavior was seen again as he informs Bigg Boss that if in order to get inside the igloo he would push contestants, he would not see whether that person is a man or a woman just to win the task. As the first storm hits the house, Mona was the first one to get disqualified. Manu talks to Mona that she should have tried to get inside. As the day progresses, Om claims a seat near the igloo and blocks the entrance for the contestants. In an attempt to stop Gaurav from entering the igloo, Om makes personal comments which leads to a huge argument between them. Gaurav raises his voice and everybody gets surprised by this reaction. During the task, the housemates decide to send Om to jail because of his ugly actions, but the captain Lopamudra dismisses the decision. As the second storm hits the house, the contestants rush to hide inside, but end up hitting each other. Though Bani is the first one to enter the igloo, Lopamudra blames her for pushing and hurting her. When Bani retaliates, Lopa asks her to stop using bad language and does not accept any justification. Rohan and Manveer ask Lopa to calm down as it's the nature of the task because everyone was getting hurt or bruised. During the second storm, Gaurav was the last one to enter and so he gets disqualified next. Around this time, in order to mend his relationship with Bani, Om tells her something and she stops him, making Om feel really insulted. He starts raving and ranting, saying that nobody can seal his mouth. Om Swami's ugly actions keep going on. Tired of waiting for the buzzer, the contestants decide to go to the washroom. But Lopa and some other contestants decide to stay back. Rohan and Lopa get into a heated argument with Manveer. The third buzzer goes off and the contestants rush to get inside the igloo. Nitiba gets disqualified. Nitiba is left outside, but Manu suddenly decides to sacrifice himself for her and goes and sits next to her, making it appear that he was the last one to enter. But Nitiba does not let him do this. All this while, Om wanted that the India Wale, that is either Manu or Manveer, one of them definitely gets inside the igloo. Om also gets friendly with Rohan. Om also tries to start a fight between Rohan and Manu. Meanwhile, Mona and Gaurav, who are out of the task, are seen chatting in the bedroom. Gaurav tells her that how these 10 weeks in the Bigg Boss house has made him understand relationships. Mona says that she and her fiancé Vikrant would watch the show together and it was unbelievable that they were both in the house at the same time. The Tufan's task still continues, and while all of them sit near the igloo entrance, they remember it is Manu's birthday, and that's when they start singing for him on his big day. We have to wait and watch what twists and turns the house goes through with the task Tufan. For more information and updates, subscribe to TellyTalk India.